Hello, hello. This is John Lee from Dashboard Dudes. And one thing I want to talk to you about today is performance over time on an executive dashboard. And I'd like to start off with a story. I used to work at United Airlines, and one of my old bosses, his name was David, and he said, John, I get a lot of people come to me, partners, and they'll tell me, hey, I can make you $1 million. And he goes, I don't know if that's good or bad. Should you have made me $10 million? Should you have made me only $500,000? I don't really know what that means. And that was extremely eye opening to me. And when we look at numbers on a dashboard, we tend to just see the number. And we need to know, is it good or bad? Just like with a dish, is this supposed to be sweet or salty or both? I'm not really sure what's happening. If I know what I'm supposed to expect, then I have some more context. Okay. Now, another thing about me is I'm a huge live music concert person. Last year, I went to like 40 shows. I know, crazy. I'm running away from my problems, as my therapist says, but I'm like, oh, I can't stay. I got to go to a show right now. Bye. But I want to show you some data around these shows. Let's say we are being asked, well, how many shows is John Lee going to? Well, let's take a look at different ways that we can display it. So this first one is something that we're used to seeing all the time. This is a just regular bar chart, and all it has here on the x-axis are the different dates. The count of the y is the number of shows I've been to for different types of things, and the color coding tells us, well, this is sports or other or music or whatever, right? And this is fine. The hard part is it's really hard to say, hey, how am I doing compared to last year? Oh, okay, here's August right now, and here's August last year. So I did 7 last year, and I'm only at 3 for this month of August. And like, cool, but it takes a while for our eyes to kind of jump back and forward, right? So this way is okay, a little bit limited on that one. Okay, so another thing that we can use is a bubble chart. The x-axis on the bottom is just months, January, February, March, whatever. The y-axis is the number of shows I've been to, and the bubble size is also the number of shows. Now, the color coding is up here, so now I can kind of see, oh, okay, John went to a lot of music shows in March and May, and again in August. Got it. So this again shows some other type of descriptive way to show what is he doing in terms of shows. But again, a little bit tricky when you're asking, well, how does it look compared to last year or compared to another point in time? Okay, let's go do a different one. This is kind of my go-to. This in Domo is the period over period bar chart. So the blue is this year, the gray is last year, and this is effectively a year over year and a month over month view in the same view. So I can see here, here's August compared to August last year, the blue versus the gray, but also how does August compare to June or compare to May? So I could see them both. So now it makes it a little bit easier for us to compare performance over time. And this is what we want to do with exec dashboards. We want to make it easy for somebody to see the question and to answer it very, very fast. But this is still a bit tricky if you were to say, well, how have I done so far? So here's my thing. We don't have to shoot everything onto one plate. We can have multiple dishes that can have different types of flavor profiles, right? And they can mix together to give us a really, really good dish. So in addition to that chart, right, usually side by side, I put this one, a cumulative running total. Now, if I was asked, well, how many shows has John done year to date? 17. Boom. And what did he do last year? 28. At this point in time, boom, got it. So see how we can see that real fast? That's what we're trying to get to, right? I always prioritize speed when making executive dashboards because if it takes an exec really long to find it, you lost them. And that dashboard is not designed the way it needs to be designed. Let me show you another way that we can do. So this is cool. I can see this. We could use comparative gauges too. So this is one here. I use the multi-value gauge, and this allows me to say, yep, year over year at this point in time, year to date, John did 17 concerts. Last year to date, he did 27. I have to write a couple little formulas in here, SQL stuff. Ooh, he's down by 37%. I gotta pick it up. Well, I am going to go to see, I did see AC/DC recently, and I'm going to see System of a Down Monday. So I am picking it up. But anyway, this shows you this version. Now we can do one more version that I like to do. It's using a filled gauge like this. So again, this shows me 17 to 27, boom, right? But here's my thing. I want to show you these different types of styles that I have here. These are fine for kind of really just descriptive stuff, what's happening. But when you want to do comparisons, you kind of need to amp it up and do something a little bit different to answer that question. So my question for you is when you're making executive dashboards and you have a number, how are you comparing if that number is good or bad? And if you're comparing a point in time, how are you making it so that your execs know, is that number good or bad at this point in time? And I would say use some of this. Now, if you are wondering, wow, how does John know all these different chart types? I got you covered. I happen to have a page where I show every single chart type in Domo that's out of the box. And this shows you what you can use. So this shows you, hey, this chart is here and it's under pie and funnel, or these things are under gauges or whatever. So this is your resource to use and to see what can help you design your dashboards. And if you want access to this, all you have to do is go right here, join newsletter, fill that thing out, and you will get this email to you so that you can use it right away. Okay, anyway, I hope that was helpful, and I hope you understand the importance of showing a number of performance over time and making it very, very easy for your execs to find that number.